dominance on IG last year, all about the Trinity Force build, and then using the power of a lot of those bruiser items early
in this game if he wants to go that route. Could definitely be a pretty big problem overall for OMG in the late game, as Hery could be in danger under his tower here.
There's no flash on this Gnar from before. Pillar, just for the easy chomp into the takedown from ZDZ. First blood for the Nidalee. But here's Rio to try to turn it around. Xiaohao still has doesn't have flash available anymore. I take that back. Passive has been procced, and haichao forced to use the Fate Seal just to get over the wall in time. Rio is slain, but ZDZ is now taking up turret shots, but haichao cannot get back to pick Yone. I started going through my head of like what other AP champions you could have picked for yourself, and how there's been a lack of Dusk and Dawn junglers. Okay, we're gonna hold this point. Rio is just getting his ass beaten down right now. Oh, oh no! Turn off the camera. Just go against many a Zac to know the safe range at this point in the game. Xiaohao, however, is lurking around the corner, and Rio cannot contest for this dragon. Fight breaks out. 2v2. Leave, forced to cleanse. Flashes out of the Moonlight Vigil. And, yep, see, exactly. You watch the Zac wind up the elastic slingshot and say, now sit your ass down. Here's a pillar. Countered.
Man, it's looking tough for the Zac right now. He's stayed in the area, though he's still looking. He's not on vision. He's going.
What? Okay, he catches him off guard. There's no chance for the pillar to interrupt him this time. And you know what? Rio gets paid. Persistence is rewarded, but just with a bite down from the back. Xiaohao's going to trade it, but Starry will at least pick it up. And OMG, we may not believe in the composition, but they are pushing through and trying to make it work anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a pretty big play overall. Again, I kind of believe in the idea for OMG in the late game. They just need to get there. Getting gold onto Starry definitely helps that out. As he continues to trade with Parukia here on the bot side, doing so much damage. You know, they prioritize this Aphelios as a take. They prioritize very heavily in draft. Again, I can see the vision. I can see the late game here. Hook landing.
Whoa! And Starry definitely sees Parukia dead on his screen. Moonlight Vigil from a nice Thresh setup combo by Moham eliminates Parukia from the rift for 8 seconds. And Rio catches him on... Oh!
Very, very close. Very close, Leave. You got to be super careful at this point. UTB farming up. First item completed for Xiaohao as well. Expect the Trundle to be active with that ultimate available.
Xiaohao is now the strongest member on the Rift. Flash forward from Starry. He just wants to eliminate Leave from the game right here, right now. But just not enough damage. Barely walks out alive. Xiaohao in the 2v2 skirmish with ZDZ just taking the turret, and he's able to fend them off by himself. Rio's forced to flash away as the Subjugate was coming in and sapping his HP bar.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Zac. Right, some tools as EDG's bot lane could be getting baited.
Elastic slingshot onto 2, and Rio's AP proto belt Zac lands the mark to set up Starry for 4 kills total in this game. I can't believe I'm saying it, but it's working out for OMG.
It is absolutely working out. Leave and Parukia just continue to...
And unfortunately for Rio, Zac, he is not able to make it out over the wall. There's a TP from ZDZ dealing with haichao while Angel finishes off Rio in the passive. Does not connect the spear, but ZDZ, if he can get back into Cougar form, cannot do it in time and execute haichao. He makes it out alive.
Yeah, that is a decently big
gun rotation that he has. It could be a one-shot onto any of the squishies from EDG. Second dragon is secured for OMG, so they have a decent dragon stack.
He can just immediately stop the Aphelios from being able to play. Still plenty of ways for OMG to figure it out. Hook lands.
Oh, Parukia! And because he is stunned by the death sentence, he cannot interrupt the elastic slingshot with his wild growth. Comes out a little too late. Starry now for on OMG to be able to force reliable engages because her engage is ult dependent. Not the same here for Rio. He can always just use a basic ability to find long-range engages, and they're burning down this dragon. No chance for Xiaohao to contest. OMG are at 3 dragons.
To 1v9 these fights. They're kind of losing in gold almost everywhere else. Xiaohao, of course, still up in gold, but Not notably is Moham again.
Play. Oh, doesn't find leave with the prediction on the death sentence, and Moham is overextended. ZDZ comes in and tears him apart. Rio could be next as he's pulled Proto Belt into the elastic slingshot. That was an insane combo. Unfortunately, Starry and Hery cannot follow up just quite yet. And Angel completely eviscerates the pile of goo on the floor. OMG. Now down without their support, no jungler. EDG are gonna rip this Baron.
OMG, they're committing to this play. They're TPing in. I don't understand. They've overcommitted and they're about to lose Baron for it.
Haichao still has Fate Sealed available. He needs to pull off a miracle alongside Starry. 6,000 HP, there's still time. ZDZ caught up maybe by Hery out the back line. Haichao goes deep with the Fate Sealed, returns back. Hery cannot follow up. And Starry in a 1v1 against ZDZ getting zoned off by the Nidalee top. ZDZ making that investment pay off. Moonlight Vigil hits onto multiple members, but not enough damage
Brutal
to really...
siege down here by EDG. They are so tanky at this point in the game. Nidalee, it's going to be so hard to kill. Xiaohao, it's going to be so hard to kill. Lulu only makes that even worse.
There's the wild growth. Perfectly timed to interrupt the elastic slingshot, just like we talked about. And when EDG are ready and they are anticipating the Zac engage, they can deny it. Things have slowed down in the past couple of minutes. Haichao, oh no, no Fate Sealed available. And I don't think he's going to be able to flash out of this one. Q3 gets him barely over the pillar, and Angel slows him down long enough alongside Xiaohao's Trundle. Big pickup for EDG. There's no major objectives to take for the next 45.
Xiao is going to get caught. Moham. Very weird mechanic there. Going to essentially
gain control. Rio in darkness right now. Has an angle for an elastic slingshot if he wants to dive once the turret falls. Actually looks on the left side. Wait, Angel caught up. But Angel is able to push Hery back. Meanwhile, the wild growth is aggressing on the Starry. He's forced to flash backwards, and he cannot deal with the Trundle, who is just chomping and beating his head in with a giant club. OMG start to collapse once their major carries are eliminated from the rift. Haichao being flashed on by Angel, and he's trying to sustain off of the Yone passive, but it's just not going to happen. Rio and Hery take out ZDZ and Xiaohao in the crossfire. And somehow it just might be enough for OMG to still push through on this tier 1 turret and have the vision control necessary for both of these.
The Baron, they are forcing this.
Xiaohao is going to be able to face check into the Baron pit. It is being ripped apart. Xiaohao cannot get in. Haichao stalls it long enough. Can he get in for this fight? Xiaohao steals it away. This time gets the better end of Rio in the Baron pit. And OMG's Baron attempt is completely foiled. EDG can deny Cloud Soul.
It's a great call. It's something that EDG have done to multiple teams throughout this split, which is to say, hey, you want the dragon? Great. We're going to rush.
Xiaohao has now gotten the better end of the deal and has been able to outperform his jungle opponent. Death sentence from Moham. Three-man flay into the box. Maybe enough to kill Parukia. It's a 1-for-1 support trade. Haichao is able to get the credit kill gold for it, but leaves over the wall, is ready to push them back, and OMG can't do anything about it to punish an overextended Yunara. Everyone from EDG has got his back this time. They're pushing through with the Baron buff on their side. Inhibitors will fall through top and mid. Haichao, no Fate Sealed available. Q3 at the ready. Rio looking for a backline engage once again, but whiffs on the elastic slingshot, and he's getting pelted down by the auto attacks. Haichao contributes 1 Q3, but that's it. He's got nothing else to give. Rio will fall to ZDZ, and EDG are ready to take this series all the way to game 5. Hery, Starry, and Haichao are the last ones standing to try and defend this base from crumbling.
Oh,
but
he's
Xiaohao
dead.
is forced to come back. Haichao on to ZDZ, looking for lethal. ZDZ just too tanky on the Nidalee to die. OMG do not lose the game just yet, and if you thought Red Gun was oppressive enough in terms of the lifesteal, he now has a BT. Rio is going to step up and be seen in vision. Haichao is not here. He has teleport available. Baron at 7,000 HP. Hery getting chunked out. Almost about to go Mega. Needs to use it for the HP pool. Arcane Storm available again. OMG are pushed out by Victor from Angel. But the Baron was dropped. It's fully reset. OMG, they're just pushing through mid. It's time to play a gambit. You have to now pull EDG back to you. They can try and retreat through the bottom side jungle quadrant, but Moham is caught out by the pillar. That traffic cone cuts off his escape route.
Guarantees their gold lead even further. Not that gold really matters at this point in the game. You are really starting to get to full item builds for a lot of these carries as we reach
does not land on any target. Baron empowered cannon minion is destroyed. Pillar. Xiaohao is right into Xiaohao. Can they one-shot him right here, right now? Starry throws up the moonlight vigil. Xiaohao survives. Hery's into the backline. Tries to look for Leave. Leave is getting eviscerated, but Angel trades onto Hery. It's a 1-for-1 so far. ZDZ might be isolated, but he's really tanking on the Nidalee, so does not die in one full spell combo. Rio trying to slow him down. Uses the smite just to get distance on him. ZDZ sidestepping another elastic slingshot, tries to flash away from the stretchy arms, but gets pulled in anyway. Angel pushing them back with the laser. Dragon not up for another 55 seconds. OMG are just trying to brute force this down the mid lane while they still have Starry, while they still have a numbers advantage. 4-3. EDG, they're gonna have to defend the base from crumbling.
There's 20 seconds left on these death timers. OMG have a lot of damage. They could potentially try to end the game here if they really wanted to.
Will they go for it? Oh my goodness, they're gonna try and go for broke. OMG have to solve for 13 seconds. It might not be enough. Rio goes back in for the engage. Last thing's on a 2. haichao tries to follow up. Angel goes golden. He's about to get blasted by a Moham. Xiaohao's gonna fall next. No way it ends like this. CDC is still up. Leave is back up from the grave. TP is coming in. A full HP bar from this Gnar will allow them to push him further.
Leave.
Rio gets his passive pop. Leave has to be a hero against the wild growth, but that's so much damage from OMG. You have got to be kidding me. OMG have just done the unthinkable. Coming back from a 9,000 gold advantage game, and they are still 5-man strong. They're gonna